Core de Force workout video this morning. I'm actually streaming it from the iPad onto the TV. If you don't have room, move stuff out of the way. That's what I've done. Move stuff around so that we have a little bit of space in our living room / office area that you can see. So anyway, I'm going to be doing this, and let's see. I'm going to start this program right now. So let's see that this works. If I can get it going. All right.
This is an exclusive
here we go.
sneak peek of Core de Force.
Today's workout is called MMA Speed, and it's a boxing influenced workout that's going to focus on your upper body and your core to get you hyped up and make you sweat.
Yeah, now right after this, you're going to watch a short moves breakdown section called Learn It and Work It. This is to make sure you get the moves down before you start the workout so you have perfect form.
That's right. Another great tip is to follow Jessica, our modifier. She demonstrates lower intensity versions of all the moves to get you up to speed.
All right, guys, remember, have fun and use the hashtag Core de Force when posting your pictures on social media so we can find you. Now go out there and fight for it.
We'll see you soon.
So if you want to try this sneak peek today, it is on Beachbody on demand all day today. Do it, take a picture, put it on social media, hashtag Core de Force.
MMA Speed, there's a few things that we need to go over with you first.
That's right. We want you to get the most out of the MMA workouts, both safely and effectively, so you get the best workout possible.
Yep, so the first thing we need to do is establish what we call your fight stance. Now, here's the deal. If you are right-handed, then that means you are traditional, and your left leg is going to be forward with your right leg back. Now, if you're left-handed, you're what we call southpaw, and that means your right leg is going to be forward with your left leg back. Make sense? So figure out what your dominant stance is.
I have no
right-handed or
coordination.
left-handed. All right, once you get that, get into what we call the dominant stance. So every time you hear us say that, dominant stance, this is where you come to. Now, check out the tape. You'll see we put tape in between your legs to illustrate exactly how your feet should be. We always have an imaginary line, in your case, a tape right between your legs. This allows you to really use your body in rotational movement as we go through all these different combinations. And you'll notice that if we go from a dominant stance, and we occasionally will switch to a non-dominant stance, still the line in between our legs, right? So this is balance, and this is really going to allow you to move. So non-dominant,
I need to work on
dominant
balance.
stance. Now you'll see our
Tai
hands are
Chi's good to
slowly
balance,
starting
too.
to automatically come up near our face, and this is what we call the guard. We've been doing this a long time, and we want it to be as automatic to you as it is to us. So bring your knuckles up by your chin, palms facing in, and elbows in close towards your rib cage. This is your guard. So anytime we say, come back to your guard, it should look like this. Cool? Now, we also have what we call the boxer's bounce. It's a great tool to use. You're trying to take a break, try and catch your breath, and just get ready for the next combination. Boxer's bounce is shifting your body weight forward and back. Full body weight, forward and back, light on the balls of your feet. Try it out a couple times with us. Moving your whole body, not just your hips. Right, Jericho?
Yeah.
No hip wiggle.
No hips.
Full body movement. All right, now I think they're ready to throw some punches.
Let's do it. All right. Bring in the jab. This is the most basic boxing punch. So from your fight stance and your boxing guard, you're going to throw a long straight punch, aiming for the chin. So imagine that you've got an opponent in front of you, maybe the same size and height as you. That's easy. Aim right straight to the front. So you're pivoting on the ball of the foot, lifting the heel, turning your hip and shoulder, and it's a long straight punch. Make sure you just slam on the brakes. So you don't want to overextend. Keep your elbows soft and straight from the side. Long and straight, reaching through the shoulder. Shoulder even comes to the chin. That's great. Let's try a few together. 3 jabs, out and back. Straight out, come back to your guard. 2, make sure you're rotating. 3, nice job. We're gonna bring in the cross next. So it's basically the same thing as a jab. It's just coming from the back hand. So make sure you look down at your feet. You've got at least hip distance between your feet. The imaginary line's there. You're gonna lift the back heel off the ground, bring your hip and shoulder forward, long straight punch to the same target as you threw your jab to. Shoulders coming close to the cheek, fully rotated, and back to your guard. Everything turns, so you really switch on your core. Power coming back from the hip. Let's try 3 together. Ready? Go. 1, 2, guard up, yes, and 3. Nice job.
Nice.
Hook. This is a cool move.
Love
This is a circular punch. It's short, it's sharp, and it's very powerful. So you're going to bring your elbow to about 90 degrees, elbow behind the fist. or maybe a little bit higher, okay? You're gonna aim for the side of your opponent's face. So think about targeting the jaw or the temple. Pivot on the ball of the foot, lifting the heel, turning your hip, turning your shoulder, and then coming right back to your guard. One of the most common faults we see is people dropping their arm around like this and swinging into it. I want to see you do that. Just lift your elbow high and turn into the punch. Let's try 3 together. You ready, Joel?
Yep.
Here we go. 1, back to your guard. 2, everything's turning. 3. Nice job.
Right on. Now, uppercut. Vertical punch coming right up underneath your opponent, and we're really going to use the full body on this one, right?
Yeah.
So think about vertical punching just like this. Guard is up as always, dominant stance, elbows are going to come in, and you're going to drop down, shifting your weight to the front leg, and then as you come up, you're extending your front arm up and away from your chin. So you do not want to punch your chin, you want to think about extending away from your body. Think about rotation, lifting up. So you'll really think about, as you do this, you're going to lift your front heel off the ground, and that's where the power comes from, right? Rotational movement, boom, up through the core, and using your hips, right? So let's try 3 of those. Bend your knees. 1, 2, 3. Nice. All right, rear uppercut means coming from the back arm. So to bring your arm around to the exact same target, you have to use your hips. You're going to pivot on the ball of the foot and bring your whole body around. This allows you to rotate and still have your upward movement and vertical punch. All right, so try 3 of them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Back to guard the whole time. Now, we don't just have offensive movements. That's what punches are. We also have what's called defensive movements. And you'll hear us say, roll forward, roll back. The way to roll, still with your guard up, is you're going to bend your knees and shift your body weight to the front. That's rolling forward. And then to roll back, you're going to shift your body weight to the back, bending your knees, keeping your eyes up. And you'll hear us say, draw a U with your face. What does that mean? It means keep your eyes up, keep your chest up as you draw a U, going forward, going back. Really think about shifting your body weight. So let's try a few of those. Roll forward, roll back. Get your guard up. Yeah, bend your knees, chest up, sinking down into the heels. Last one. Nice.
Great, love that move. You get such great work in your legs. And speaking of the legs, we've got a switch knee coming up. We're going to switch our feet, strike with the knee. It looks like this. You're going to switch knee. Now, I'm going to break it down slow for you. Here it goes. So you're going to step the front leg back, step forward, watch the clench. Your arms are going to reach around, clench your opponent, pull the arms all the way past the hip as you drive your hips forward, drive the knee forward, toes are pointing down, aiming straight ahead. Let's go again. Step back, step forward, reach out for the clench, and then really engage your core as you drive your hips forward. Yeah, nice. You're going to see us speed it up a little bit in the workouts, but getting to this moment, also have our modifier Jess always breaking down the foot patterns a lot slower.
Absolutely.
Step back, step forward, knee. Let's do it together.
Okay.
3 times. And go. Switch knee. Yep. Crunching the ribs to the hips. That's it. Pull. Every time you drive the hips forward and drive your knee in. Now the rear knee. This one doesn't involve any kind of switching of your feet. So that's gonna. You're just gonna clench forward, bring the back leg in, driving the knee straight forward. So notice how hips stay forward, your hips forward as well. Really crunch the ribs to the hips, all about the core, driving the hips in, toes point down, cable comes to butt, boom, let's do 3 together.
All right.
Rear knees, go. 1, 2, last one, 3. Nice job.
Nice. I think they're going to look awesome doing these moves.
Me too.
There's only one way to find out, though.
Let's do it. Let's get in the workout.
We'll see you guys at MMA Speed.
Good luck.
Core de force.
Hey there, Jericho and Joel here, and this is MMA Speed.
Full of boxing and kickboxing inspired combos.
So what do you say? You ready to get warm?
Yeah, I think we should. So let's start by jogging in place or marching in place. And marching in place, we got Jessica checking out the modification and all the alternative options throughout this workout.
See, they have a modifier, which is awesome.
Getting the body warm, getting the blood pumping, the muscles warm, because man, once we start round 1,
It's on.
See, you can just march. If you don't want to do a jog, which I don't often do because I don't want to mess up my knees. I have no knee problems. Don't want to go there.
As you bring them back in. Nice. How you feeling, Jay?
I'm feeling awesome. Ready for this workout.
It's gonna be fun. Learning a lot of cool things throughout this workout, and this is the best part: is you get to keep progressing. As you learn more, you go faster.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. Shoulder rolls. Open them up. Big rolls forward. Open up your chest, your shoulders, your upper back. Getting everything warm. Not trying to hold my hand, Jay.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's a buddy system.
Go back.
Just a couple more. Gotta get the legs warm, so let's try to get some toe taps. Check this out. Alternate leg, reach up with your opposite hands. Now, hamstrings. That's a
Can't do that yet.
Depending on your flexibility, you may be starting a little bit lower.
See that?
That's okay, but think about lifting the chest up.
By the time I've done a couple of rounds,
Just a couple more.
I will film it again. And you will see me touching my toes.
Knee is gonna come in.
Not there yet, and it's okay.
Thinking about
Don't have to be.
sides and warming up the hip flexors. Now, throughout this workout, we're gonna be focusing on full body rotation. Doing that by using full combos, boxing combos, kickboxing combos. That's really gonna get core activation, right? We like that. Okay? Last one. And set your feet. Torso rotation. Opening up your torso all the way up your spine, releasing your heel and turning your hips. Now, speaking of core activation, you're gonna hear us say that a lot. We want you to really focus on that. And Jericho, I feel warm. How do you feel?
I'm feeling warm. I think you're warm as well. So let me tell you what's about to happen. You have 6 3-minute rounds. You're going to get combinations and spikes. You're going to work as hard as you can before you get a 30-second break. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to break down your first combination. Check this out. In your fighting stance, guard is up. It's a jab cross, roll, roll. Let me break it down. You're starting with the lead hand. Throw a long straight punch, aim for the head, release the heel, pivoting on the ball of the foot. You're turning your hips and shoulders. Next punch is the cross. Same thing, rotating by lifting the back heel. Shoulders come forward, back to the guard, bend your knees, shift your weight to the back, rolling back, shift your weight to the front, rolling forward. Jab cross, roll back, roll forward. Here it comes in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Jab cross, roll, roll. Now, first combination, I want you to start off nice and easy. Just feel for the moves. Get them from memory down. And here's the cool thing about this workout. Once you get the moves down, you can start to add a little speed, add a little more power. So for this move here, check this out. Bend your knees, dropping down to the legs, keeping your chest lifted, just drawing a U shape. Looking good. Always coming back to our guard. Something else to think about. You want to extend your down and cross. Just like that.
That's what I was doing.
Fully extend and hyperextend. You want to slam on the brakes. So it's a long, full extension. Just slam on the brakes to the end. Keep your elbows safe. Keep it going. Jab cross. Roll to the back. Roll to the front. Alright, the combination, we were here for 60 seconds. We're going to go into our first conditioning spike. 30 seconds. So here's what it looks like. High knee jump rope. It's coming at you in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alright. Now, I want you to work at your maximum intensity here. Check this out. Yeah, you ready for it?
Yeah, I know you're getting it too.
And I'm following the modifier.
Coming up as high as your waist. Can you get them as high as your belly button? Yeah? You know where your belly button is. Knees are coming up. Chest is up. Knees are working. Lifting up. If you need to modify, just check out chest. Just for working hard. 10 seconds on the clock. Here's the clock. We're going to go back to the combination. Jab cross. Roll back. Roll forward. Here it comes. In 3, 2, 1. Back to your fighting stance. Jab cross. Roll back. Roll forward. And the beauty of this is you know it already, right? So once you know it, you can what, Joel?
Get more out of it.
You can crush it, right? Let's add a little bit more intensity by just turning the hips, turn the shoulders a little more. So we add rotation. Slip on the core, bend your knees, using your legs. So what you should be feeling now, your heart rate's up even more.
Oh yeah. Wrong way.
A little more breathless. Draw those high knee runs with the jump rope. Keep it going now. Bringing in power from the hips. It's going to give you more out of every single move.
That way?
Keep your knees soft. Keep your heels light. And remember to pivot on the balls of feet. Everything's turning. 10 seconds. Your final spike. And this round will be over. Come on, come on. Stay with us. High knee jump rope. Here it comes in 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. Now, can you get your knees a little higher? Say yes.
Yes.
Yes? Ready?
Yes.
Come on, you gotta earn your break. Including Brian. My man Brian, let's go. Knees up, man. Let's go. Let's get higher. Get in your bar. Check this out. Knees coming. It's
I can't coordinate my hands on my feet.
Are you getting your knees up? Stay with it. 10 seconds on the clock. Earn your break. Earn it, earn it. Work for it. Fight
I'm working for it.
Break in. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, man.
Woo!
Good job.
Nice, Jay.
Water.
Good start. Now, round number 2. Take the break. Use these breaks for yourself. Lower your heart rate, and we get right back to work. So check this out. Lower body moves. Rear knee, switch knee. Using your hips, pull your knee through, clinch up, lean back, then switch your feet. That way you can load up your front leg. Again, brace your core. Rear knee, switch knee. Sweet. Hands come up, switch through your hips. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Rear knee, switch knee. Now, what's happening with your feet? If you need to, check out Jess. She's showing the modification on this one. This one I really want you to check out. This is what's going to help you get the footing down. Watch. Step back, step forward, knee, right? This way, once you get the footing, you can start to add a little bit of speed. Then there's Jericho. So that's what we want to work up to. Now, you've been doing it for a while. Great. Can you lean back and brace your core even more? Rear knee, switch knee. What's the hands doing? Clinch. A clinch means you're reaching up, pulling their head into your knee. Boom. They're going to let you do that. You got to make it happen. Keep your hips to the front. Lean back. Exhale. Now, check this spike out. Up and down, non-stop, jab, cross. To the face, to the body, bend your knees. 3, 2, 1, go. Up to the top, down to the bottom. Now, I said it, I want to say it again. Bend your knees so you're not leaning forward into this movement. Check out Jared. She's up, and she's bending her knees so that way her head stays straight up and down. She sees exactly what's happening, right? Check this out. Straight up, straight down. So that allows her to hit him in the face, in the stomach, never taking your eyes off the opponent. Down low, up top. Now, here we go. Back to rear knee, switch knee. Same combo. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Rear knee, switch knee. Remember your modification on the step. And once you think you got it, let's work, baby. How do you work? By leaning back. Clinch, core, control, right? Brace. Abs are working. There we go.
Oh yeah, they are.
Lean back. Again. Back. Now, we're creating points. How do you create more points? Come here. I want you to look at this. Check this out. The knee is pointed because the heel is tucked underneath. This allows a point and really to use the hips to drive forward into the opponent. And you're using your core and your hips at the exact same time. So pull your heel underneath your butt, push to the knee. You got this. 10 seconds left. Back to the spike. Come on. Drop. Reset. Knee. Okay, remember. Up and down. Non-stop. Jab cross. In 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Up top. Down low. Bend your knees. I want you down low. Think about this. If I had the opponent, I'm going for the head. I'm going for the body. Head. Body. I'm still keeping my eyes up. The whole time my eyes are on you. Think of my head. Think of my body. Can you go a little bit faster? Rotate through your punches. You got 10 seconds. Come on. Just a little bit quicker. Earn your break right here. Nice, nice, nice. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, nice. Take a break if you need it.
Awesome. Grab a drink of water if you need it. We're moving into round number 3. I got a clean combination coming up for you. Bringing in a new move. Check it out. Cross, hook, rear knee, switch knee. Starting with the back arm. Cross coming through, big rotation. Check this next move out. The hook. Circular, short, sharp punch. Elbow behind the fist. Aiming for the side of the face. Everything turns. Lift the heel, turn the hips and shoulders. Rear knee, switch knee. Cross, hook, rear knee, switch knee. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Cross, hook, rear knee, switch knee. Start slow. We got 4 moves in this combination. So you're gonna get a feet for it first. Like I said, if you're newer to these workouts, it's better to focus on your range of motion, your technique. So always coming back to your guard in between every single strike, checking your fighting stance, making sure your knees are soft, you got the weight in the toes, and then everything is turning.
Back to stance.
Now, once you feel like you've got that down, then you can start to add a little bit of power and a little bit of speed. We'll get there. Don't rush it. You want to set in proper muscle memory first, right, guys? Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Stay with it. You got 10 seconds on the clock. We got a really cool spike coming up. Check it out. It's the up and down hooks. Yeah? It's all about hooks. Head, head, body, body coming at you in 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Head, head, body, body. Now check my heels out. Watch this. Check out everything turns. The chest is lifted. I'm coming back to my guard in between every single strike. Are you? You might
No.
think you are.
Not.
Might not be.
I feel like
Try it. I know. You might feel like this a little bit. That's okay. You'll get it. Up, up, down, down. Bend your knees, use your legs. Going
down.
back to your combo. Cross, hook, your knee, switch knee. In. 3, 2, 1. Back in. Let's go. Cross, hook, your knee, switch knee. You know the moves. You know them now. You got them down. So what can you do to get a little bit more out of it? Yeah. What do you think?
I think we can rotate more.
Yeah. Let's show them how to rotate.
Alright?
Guys, the power comes through the hips. You got punches coming from the back, the front, and then lower body strikes coming from the back and the front, which means it's all about weight distribution. You've got to bring the body weight behind your strike surfaces. Keep the knees soft, keep the weight in the toes, lift the heels. Everything's turning, and it all starts in your core. Keep it strong. Keep it going. Boom, boom. 15 seconds on the clock. And then we're going to crush down the hooks to the finish of this round. How you doing at home? You good?
I think you're working right now.
Back to the up and down hooks. Here they come in 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Head, head, body, body. Everything rotates. Everything turns. This is where I need you to turn the intensity. I'm going to get lower. You're going to come with me. Come on. You got this. Work for it. Earn the break. Come on. You got it. Down. Get up. Get down. Get up.
Get up, get
Keep
down.
going. 10 seconds. We're almost to the break. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with us. Come on. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Nice break.
Woo!
Well
Saw the
done.
sweat fly up on that one. You see the sweat fly?
I think I felt it.
Alright, here we go.
Who I'm feeling.
Round number 4, halfway done. Check this out. Uppercuts. We love these moves because freaking knockout punch, vertical punch, front uppercut, rear uppercut, hook, roll to the front, roll to the back, vertical punch. Bending your knees, lifting up, rotating through, hook, roll the front, roll the back. In 3, 2, let's work. Uppercut, uppercut, hook, roll to the front, roll to the back. Now, vertical punches are awesome. Why? Because it allows us to crunch down just a little bit. So watch the crunch. Crunch down. You'll see as Jericho turns into the uppercut, right? Come here. Look at this. As you see, drops down. Boom, bam. That full rotation. What's happening right here? Core, boom. Core, boom. And then we're rotating all the way through. That's what we're talking about. Full 360-degree rotation through your core. Your core goes all the way around. So you got to work all the way around to get the results. You got this. Keep going. Roll underneath. Now go. Uppercut, uppercut. Rotate through your hook. Eyes up. You know the rules on the rolls. Draw you. Keep your chin right towards your butt. I see him. All right, spike coming up. Called. Rotate uppercut. Stay here. But watch. Rotate uppercut from the back to the front. Same spot. Right up underneath their chin. Speed. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go. Straight underneath. Rotating through. So, think about this. If I was to put a pad right here. Ow, 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 ow. She's going so quick, it hurts. But that's the power because it's not just for your shoulders. You're not just sitting here doing this. Get your guard by your face. Rotate. Use your core, man. Come on. Keep going. You guys feel this? Everyone feels it. You're going quick. 3 seconds. Back to the combo. 3, 2, 1. Uppercut, uppercut, hook. Roll, roll. Now this is what we want to see. Rotation. Boom, boom, boom. If you have to slow down to catch your breath, no problem. No problem. But no matter how fast you go, no matter how slow you go, it's about rotation. So Street Fighter Sophie here. This is why you never get in front of a
Roll.
because it's all about core control. You'll see it. Boom, boom, boom. Underneath. Eyes are up. Uppercut, uppercut. Bam. Rotation. Hips, torso, core is firing. That's what you're doing right now. Good job, Street Fighter Sophie. Keep going. Roll underneath. Roll back. 20 seconds left. You're going to go back to your rotating uppercuts. Now, what comes after your rotating uppercuts, Jericho? A break?
A break. You got it.
A break?
Round 5.
This is what's going to happen. You got to earn the break. So, when we hit this, you better go quick. In 3, 2, 1. Speed right now. Back to your guard. Right up underneath. And think about this. Could you go faster than Jericho? Oh, you can go faster than Jericho. Come on. Quick,
Yeah, you can.
quick, quick, quick. Straight underneath, straight underneath. You got this. Keep it close to your body. Think about this. Come on. 10 seconds left. Quick. I gotta hear it, guys. I gotta hear it. Everybody, come on. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1 for the road. Oh,
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, moving into round number 5, guys. You only have 2 rounds to go. Check out your next combination. Starting with the backhand. It's a cross, hook, rear knee. Check this out. Double jab cross. It's a traveling combination. Starting with the backhand. Cross, hook, rear knee, or we're shuffling forward with the double jab cross. So you gotta push off the back foot to move forward, push off the front foot to move back. Cross hook, rear knee, double jab cross. Coming at you in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Cross, hook, rear knee, double jab cross. Keep your guard up. Make sure you've got the weight in your toes. It's gonna help you shuffle. Now your knees are soft. Like I said, pushing off the back foot to shuffle forward, and then you push off the front foot to shuffle back.
All right, hold on.
You're moving light on your feet, agile, like a boxer, just moves forward and back, nice and easy. Think about closing the gap, closing the distance between your fist and your opponent's face right here. Boom. So you're pushing back. Joel's got sound effects, ready? Listen to this. You can even say it at home. Ready? Loud one in.
Oh, you do it like
You can
that.
put your name on it. The knockout is a cross, so what I want to see here is more power coming through your hip. Cross, hook, rear knee, double jab. Actually, I got a spike coming up. It's called the roll jump. Check this out. Bend your knees, create a U shape, dropping down and up. Getting down on the legs. Here we go. Here it comes. In. Ready. 3, 2, 1. Roll and jump. Bend your knees. Get down into your legs. Check this out. Your chest is lifted. Knees in line with the toes. Your legs are going to start burning. Everything's working here. Yeah, we're working hard. Okay, check this out. Check out these abs working. These are core to force abs. Yeah? They look awesome, right? I'm a new mom, so I'm still working on getting my abs back, and I'm doing it with these workouts. So let's do this together, yeah? You got this. Stay with us, Sophie. Back to the combination. In 3, 2, 1. Cross, hook, rear knee, double jab cross. You know these moves. Now let's crunch this combo. Boom, boom, boom. Let's add a little more distance. A little more explosive power from the hip. Coming from the back hip. Cross, hook, rear knee, double jab, cross. How you doing, Jess? Now check this girl out. She's been taking it a little bit easier for some of the moves. Watch this. I want you to add a little more distance. Watch the rotation. She's coming through like a badass with the cross. Can you feel the power coming through the screen? You got this? You know what? You're stronger than you think, so stay with it. Keep working through it. Listen to your body, but you gotta push yourself. Stay with it. 10 seconds to the spike. Here we're going. We're gonna go back to our spike. My favorite, the roll jumps. Here they go. In 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees. Get down and up into the legs. Now listen up. Burn the break. This is where your quads are burning. They're on fire. You know what? This is where the results happen too. Get down again. You ready, Joel? Come on. I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you, man. Stay with it. Earn the break. 10 seconds. You got it. Fight for it. You gotta work to the bell. Finish strong. Everything's burning. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Great job. One more round.
I feel it in my quads. I feel it everywhere. Do you feel it everywhere? All right, here we go.
I do.
Last round. Last drink of water. Last break. Come back. Focus and finish strong with us, guys. We have this together, right, team? We're here with you. Here we go. Uppercut, hook, cross, switch knee. Start with your back arm. Uppercut, hook, cross, switch knee. We got this. Last combo. Let's finish in 3, 2, 1. Uppercut, hook, cross, switch knee. Now, remember, if you need to step, just step. But man, we better see everybody, including you, reach out, grab your opponent by the head, pull him into your knee, engage your core, use your entire body through this workout. You got this. Come on. Switch knee back. Uppercut, hook, cross. Are you rotating? Your last skill, guys. Why would you coach through this? Keep working with it. Here we go. This is supposed to be hard. Supposed to be challenging you to the end. Just keep moving. That's all you gotta do. Keep going. Uppercut, hook, cross. Switch knee. Come on. Now, should we tell them?
Yeah.
Fighter stance. Down to the ground. Right
That ain't happening there.
Switching
What am I
sides
doing?
as you go. Right now, everybody down. 3, 2, go.
It's not happening.
Now, I want your body to be a spring. Turn your body to a spring right now. The minute it touches the ground, you're jumping right back up in your fight stance. Your modification is to step if you need to, but you better keep moving right now. There's no stopping. There's no stopping. You've come way too far.
So I'm just
go
gonna
through this right now.
I'm gonna keep
Last
running through it.
skill. Back up, 5 seconds. Uppercut, hook, cross. Switch knee. 3, 2, 1, go. Uppercut, hook, cross. Switch knee. Your last.
Whoa, whoa.
Are you gonna stop right now? Are you gonna lose this fight? No way.
No way.
Going right now. This is it, guys. We go until the fight's over. Until there's nothing left. That's why it's your last combo. We hold nothing back at all. We leave it all in the ring. Right here. Go. Fight for it. You gotta want it. You got this. Keep going. Reach out. Brace. Lean back. Come on. Boom. Are you gonna tell it right now? Where's it?
Keep missing that move.
Boom. That's all I want to see. Pull out. Reach behind him. Pull him forward. And get
Oh, wait a minute.
Come on. You got 10 seconds. 10 seconds is all that's left. You're going down to the ground. We're finishing together. 3, 2, 1. Everybody down. And up. All chest. To the ground. This is the last spike. The last 30 seconds. Everything that you got. Come on. I need it right now. What's this? Sweat coming out your face. Into the glass. Onto the TV. Come on. We're all together. We're fighting. 10 seconds. Come on. You got this. You got this. 5 seconds left. In 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Oh. Nice. Good job, team. Good job. You killed it.
You annihilated.
Where'd the
that.
cooldown?
That was awesome.
Where did this time go?
Ooh, man. Go ahead and step 1 foot back.
See, you can modify
Bend your knee, tuck the
what you
tailbone
can't do.
Get a nice stretch to the hip flexor. Also, drive the heel down to the floor, calf stretch, and then bring the arm across, shoulder. Whew. How do you feel?
Pretty little heavy.
6 rounds. Just 6 rounds.
That's it?
You flew through that workout, but you crushed it. You worked so hard. Let's change sides. Other leg back, tuck down, tail under. Feel the stretch here first, then press the heel down and bring the shoulder across. Whew.
That's nice.
You should be totally breathless. Your lungs are burning, your legs are burning, everything's burning, but it's a good burn. You feel it? You feel great. Oh my gosh. Let's step in and stretch the quad. Pull the knees together, push your hips forward. And if you're doing this for the first time, you learned a lot too. That's great.
Learning balance right now.
So every time you come back to this workout, do more quarter force workouts. Think about the stuff we're talking
I
about.
could not do this before I started the 21-day fix.
Moves.
I had to always use a chair. Just an FYI. So for me, this is progress.
Stronger.
I don't know how I'm going to run this leg, but we'll see.
With every single workout. Stay with that.
Woo!
Knees together, hips forward. Get a nice stretch of the quads.
So really heavy.
I'll tell you what, I feel alive. You feel alive right now?
There we go.
Cool, we're gonna stretch the hamstrings. Just kick it foot forward, tip the hips back. Bring your hands to the same thigh. Just push back as you feel a nice stretch through the back of your thigh. Whew, still important to stretch. Just breathe. Bring the heart rate down. Just cooling off. Wasn't that exciting? And fun?
That was fun.
I had fun.
You had fun? It was fun.
Switch legs. Feels great.
Best part. Maybe my favorite part anyway.
And the hardest part is just push and play. You gotta get yourself through it.
That's right.
How great do you feel now after finishing that though? Let's see upper back. Palms together. Tuck the chin. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Think about separating your shoulder blades. So apply a little pressure to the palms to not through the upper
I
back.
couldn't do this either when I started the 21-day fix. Just an FYI.
Nice deep breath. Great job. Now inhale, open your chest. Lace the fingertips, just drop your knuckles toward the floor.
Couldn't do
Open
this
up
either.
your chest. Great job.
Ooh.
What do you think, Joel?
I think They killed it. I think you killed it. Great job today, everybody.
Yeah, you just crushed MMA speed.
That's right. Now, don't forget to drink your Shakeology, though.
That's right. It's your daily dose of just nutrition. It's going to help give you the fuel to make it through all of your quarter force workouts even stronger.
That's right. We'll see you guys next workout.
So guys, I can't believe I did this, but I did it. Second time, and I modified a couple of times, as you will see. And I've got progress from the first time when I first started working out. I could not, period, end of story, have bent the way I bent. I could not have even done that movement in the jumping. Couldn't have done it. I still follow the modifier most of the time in some of the programs, but some of them I've got the flexibility now and the strength in my body to be able to do more things. I think that's why I love the different programs, because it changes up my workout. It gives me some additional exercises that are so helpful. And I really love this one because it's all about the core, and I need to keep my core strengthened. So, you can modify. That's the whole thing. You don't have to do it perfectly. You find your own rhythm. You find your own way. You make it your own. You just want to be careful what you're doing. Obviously, you want to make sure you're not doing something that is going to hurt you or is going to be a move that is going to have an alternate effect as opposed to doing what it's supposed to do. So that's where you just have to follow the modifier. Be careful. Do not do what you cannot do. If you can't get down on the floor, don't. Bend over. Do something else. Just keep moving in place. Just keep moving. Just keep walking. Walk in place if there's something that you can't do. And that's how I've gotten through a number of the videos that I've done. And I've done them over and over and over again over these past almost year and a half now. And that's how I just keep getting to the next. So to me, to think that I could even try this workout is pretty amazing. But I'm doing it. I am. To even think that I'm sharing it with you is something else that is kind of beyond me. But this is a mission. And I know that there are other people out there that are just like me, who would be, number one, afraid to do this, who just wouldn't be able to even consider that they could do something like this. And it's not easy. It does take a leap of faith, and it does take courage, and it takes an investment. You got to invest in you. I had to invest in me. I had to really take a hard, serious look at my health and where I was going and where I was going if I didn't do something about it. And so I made a choice. Like they say, decide, commit, succeed. And it works. And I am living proof of that. And I am still a long way. This journey's never going to end. It's lifelong. It's a lifestyle change. It's not a diet. You want to join us? You want to join me? You want me as your coach? All you have to do is reach out. This is not perfection. It is progress. And all I can share with you is my experience and what I've experienced in this, because I'm not a health and fitness coach. I'm not a nutritionist, but I know an awful lot about food. I know an awful lot about these workouts because of my own experience. So you want to give it a go. You want to give it a try. Reach out. Let me know. You want to turn this into a business and something that can help you retire. Reach out. Let me know. But for now, try the Core to Force. It's a lot of fun. It's a great workout. If you're looking for something different, looking for something new, and this is up your alley, then check it out. Have a great day.